What's up? Arthur Scott. This too is not a lesson. But, I'm in the middle of my work week. And my bad. Got the radio playing. Trying to keep the hip hop peaceful. But, bam, strong concordance. I'm in the middle of my work week, so I can't really get into the Torah with full concentration how I would like to. Copying down them words and translations in my spare time. Off on Monday, and that's when I most likely do my first little reading, if you want to call it that. But, just for fun, I was noodling, and a few choice words that I hear a lot, So I decided to go for the concordance Hebrew definition of them, because we say them in English and we're like, oh yeah, I got it, yeah, you know what I'm saying, yeah, When I was reading out of the Teach Yourself to Read Hebrew, I remember it was like Isa Rayil. We be saying Israel, trying to do our translation instead of like Israel, so I don't know. I'm not fluent in the tongue, wasn't born there, or was I? That's a whole nother topic. Anyway, Strong's Hebrew Concordance, I wrote down 143. So let's see what 143 is. 1943, I'm sorry. Good year. Shoot. I think Hendrix might have been alive. All right, 1943 is Hova. What? J-A-V. I'm gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like Jay-Z like that. Lyrically, I don't know him as a person. But 143. Hova. Hova. What we have here is a hey with a vav with the dot directly over it, giving us the O signature. And yet, there is the the T signature, underneath that vav, followed by another hey or het. I read the letter called both. But just so y'all know, I ain't playing with you. Directly under my hand. Yeah, bam. Hova. Anyway, I don't know if it focused. That's the camera's problem. But 1943, Hova. Another form of 1942. Ruin, mischief. So we got to read 1942. 1942. Hav, vav. From 1933, like these multiple translated words, in the same sense of eagerly, coveting, and rushing upon, by implication of falling, desire, also ruin, calamity, iniquity, mischief, mischievousness, mischievous thing, naughtiness, naughty, noisome, haven't heard that word, perverse thing, substance, very wickedness, havav, which you have to understand Hova. So, gave us another one in there. It said Havav is from 1933. So we're going to go to 1933. Hava. Hava. Right? A prime root. Comparable, comparable, but it says comp. Comp 183, in 1961. Supposed to mean it says prob, so probably or probable to breath, breathe, to be in sense of existence, be have, be and have. Let's see what those other two definitions say. I'm not passing any judgment. I'm just reading strictly from there because I haven't gotten to the Torah to the point that I can apply context to where these words may or may not show up. But they're in here, so they gotta show up. So anyway, 19, I'm sorry, just slightly. I'm so sorry. It's right here. Take it from 183. So let's go to 183 before we go to the other one. Ava. Prime root. To wish for. To wish for. Covet. Greatly desire. Be. Desirous. Long. Lust after. Ava. From Hava. From Hova. Hova. So, I'm not passing judgment, I'm just reading. So, we went from mischief to ruin, calamity, and a mischievous thing to breathe and exist. So, the existence of a mischievous and calamity and mischievous thing to Ava, that was, I feel like it was on this side of the page, 183, that's what it was. Ava, to covet greatly or desire. So far in Hova, and just finding out what breaks down the word Hova. Sorry, I got Capital Steez playing. Be jamming, but I ain't doing that right now. I am, but I'm not. I'm relaxed, but you know. So anyway, we had to break down all three of those just to get Hova. So just for my own personal, actually I think I might I'm just follow what I wrote down before I went to sleep. So I have 350 and 370. So I'm going to take those together. 3050 and 3070. There's a lot of words up in here. Sorry. So 30. Getting there. Shazam. Okay, that makes sense. Page 47. I had Yah. On page 47, it is the Strong's Concordance word 3050. Yah. Contra. It says contra. C-O-N-T-R. For 3068 and mean the same. Jah. Jehovah. But anyway, Jah, the sacred name. Jah, the Lord most vehement, V-E-H-E-M-E-N-T. It says CP names in Aya and Jah. It's like Aya. I don't know. I kind of get what they're saying, but at the same time. But what did they give me? 3068. 3068. Was that one of my original numbers? Yeah, it was. And 3050 was. So let's just do 3068 first. That's 3050 I just read. I had 3050, 3070, and 3068. So 3068 and then 3070. That's just good over. 3068. Come on, baby. And that's Jehovah. I'm gonna quit playing. Jehovah. From 1961. The self-existent or eternal Jehovah. We just went over Hova. Jehovah. I had to find the word again. All right. Jehovah. Jewish national name of God. Jehovah, the Lord. Comparable to 3050, which we just went over. And 3050 just goes right back to saying Jehovah again, which you have to get Yah and Hova. Hova. Hava. Ava. I don't know if I'm feeling a direction, but I'm not passing judgment. I guess I just did. But anyway, 3069. Yehavi. And that was actually in one of the comp. It said comparable to 3050 or 3069. We just read 3068, which was Yehovah. And now 3069. Yehavi. Still on page 47. Yehovah. I shouldn't have moved because I lost it. Right here. A variation of 3068. No snap. Used after 186. I think we just did 186. And pronounced by Jews as 480. So we're going to do 480. In order to prevent the repetition of the same sound, since they elsewhere pronounce 3068, we just Jehovah 3068 as 136. We just juggled a little bit. So a variation of 3068 we have covered. Used after 186. So I think we covered that. I think we did. I'm not sure. So I'm going to go back. No, we did 183. So 186. Did it really just tell me that? What was that? 186. 186. All right. 186. You what? Shoot. You know how in dictionaries and junk they give you like the way to sound it out? So I'm going to just do that instead of trying to say the U-W-Z-A-Y word. So, Uzai. That makes a lot more sense than trying to say that U-W, whatever the hell they just tried to say it as. But, Uzai. By perm. It says by perm. For 5818. Uzai. And Israel, it says ISR, so I'm guessing that's Israel. Uzal. So I'm just going to go to the reference they gave me, which is 5813. We like playing this game, don't we? Jumping back and forth even. You can't play in Hebrew, apparently. You're going to say what you say, and you're going to mean what you say. I think I forgot where I'm going. 186 5813. Say that back to me in a second. 5813. Yep, I think that's it. Uzi. From 5810. Forceful. The name of 6 Israelites, I'm guessing it's saying. But 5, 8, 10. Let's do that. Azaz. That's what it says. A prime root. To be stout, literal and figurative. Harden. Impudent. Prevail. Strengthen. Self. Be strong. All right. So we got that from. We got that from the 186. We got the 186, which is Uzai. So all those two together still just mean strong, prevail, forceful. Okay, we got those from looking at Yehovah. So we're still doing the Jehovah thing. All right. So in the Yehovah, the 3069, it says a variation of 3068, which we have covered, used after 186. So they're always saying the strong, forceful, and prevailing Yehovah, or Jehovah, or Hova, because Yah is really just that beginning sacred name in the Jewish nation. I wonder if this book was written after 1948. Bam! I'm just playing. Anyway, they gave me some more numbers in Yehovah. So Yehovah. I lost you for 2 seconds, but I know you're there. I know you're there. That's Yah. That's Jehovah. That's Jehovah. All right. So it's used after 186, which means forceful, this, that, and the other, and pronounced by Jews as 480. So we're going to go to 480 because this is another way that Jews pronounce Jehovah. I'm so sorry. 480, 430. I think that's 480. They need to work on their print. 480. Okay, I think I can throw this page away back here. All right, that just means forceful, strong, and prevailing. Okay, so use my finger to save other pages. Going to 480, which is right in my face. 480. You know what? I'm going to look at 432 since I really couldn't tell the difference. And I think it would be 430, so I'm going to double check that. That would make more sense if it was 430. I don't want to lie to nobody. Ain't going to hurt nobody. Just get on down or get on up. I'm sorry, that's an 80. I wish it was 30. Because if it was, if it was 430, that would have been Elohim. And that would have made sense, connecting them. But it's actually 480. So let's see what 480 got. Wait. Al-Li-La-E. A redupl. From 421. Alice. Whoa. So just to be sure, we're going to go to 421. It's Allah. Allah. A prime root. Rather identical, I'm guessing, or identified, that would make sense, with 422 through the idea of invocation to bewail or lament. Okay, so 422 is Allah. Again. 420. Wait, make sure. I'm sorry. Because it looked like it just sent me to the same word twice. Okay, so 421, which sent me to 422, which is Allah. A prime root probable to Adjure, Adjureie, usually in a bad sense, imprecate. I guess that's what it says, imprecate. Adjure, curse, and swear. Okay. So this is in a negative sense. Either way, forceful, strong is used before Jehovah. So forceful and strong and prevailing, Jehovah is normally how they're using that. And it's also pronounced by Jews as 480, which takes you to 421 and 422, which is Allah, which in a negative sense means cursing, invoking, lamenting. And let's continue. That's pretty much it. That's the ballpark. I'm sorry. You can look it up. I gave you. You see what I'm doing, so you can look it up yourself. But they gave us some more numbers in Yahovah. So in order to finish off what we're saying in the Hova, Yahovah, Yahovah, we have to continue into, we just did the Jews as 430 in order to prevent the repetition of the same sound since they elsewhere pronounce 3068, which we have covered. 3068 is Jehovah. As 136. So we need 136. We need 136, baby. I know y'all hear that hip hop though. I ain't even into that new music like that. I'm still kicking it old school. 136 Adonai. Every time they show them dudes at that kissing wall, you know, that wailing wall, you know. Yeah, Adonai this and Adonai that. But, you know, I ain't knocking it because I ain't read it yet. I'm just saying that's where I know the word referenced from. So, my dumb behind and forgot the exact version I was looking for. So we're going back to 136. That was a long note, right? 136. Adonai. Well, that's how you pronounce it. It says Adonai, but then next to it it has Adonai. An emphatic form of 113, the Lord, used as a it says prob, name of God only, my Lord. So we have to see what that 113 or 118. I'm telling y'all, work on y'all print, son. This is just, you know, them a little bit too refined. But I'm gonna check it out and look at both of them. So it's either 113 or 118, which is still on the same page, right? 113 is Adon. So that would make sense. From an unused root, mean to rule. Sovereign, i.e. controller, human or divine. Human or divine. Lord, master, owner, comparable, comprehend, you know. Also names beginning with Adonai or Adoni. Okay. So they didn't give us any more numbers than that. So back to Yahovah, from Jehovah, from Hova, from Havi, from Abi or Abba, from You was here. You was here for it. 25 minutes and 3 seconds. You was here. You know what I'm saying? So okay, so let's get this right. All right. So we pretty much have normally said okay, so Jehovah or Yahovah is normally used after that word that was at 186. And when we did that whole 186, it brought us to a 118 or something like that, or 5,000 something. Y'all was here for it. And that was like strong and forceful and, prevailing. So strong and prevailing. So strong and prevailing Yahovah or Jehovah. Yah just being the sacred name trying to, give the praise or whatever. And then we have Hova. Hova being the mischief, the destructiveness, the envy, the desirable, the coveting. Yeah, it was really going back to a lot of coveting. I live next to Covington, Louisiana, so I'm sorry. So from that, they normally say Adonai in the place to prevent repetition of the same sound, because they also pronounce Jehovah as 136, which I think was Adonai. I think I skipped the step that you were here for, so it doesn't matter because you heard it. So that Hova thing ain't popping. I guess I just passed judgment, didn't I? But so far that Hova thing ain't popping. So what haven't we covered? 1943 I have written in the front of my book. This is your own open interpretation. If you like what you hear, say whatever name you please. That ain't my business, it's yours. Just don't involve me if we ain't coming to the same conclusion. What I just said, 1943? Yeah, I'm sorry. I still got another page or so. 1943, baby. Oh, that's another form of Hova or Hava. I guess they had it in 2 spots. Oh, because we had to touch on it to do the other definition we were doing. So to even do Yah and Jehovah, and you was here. So 1943 is just Hava, and it says another form for 1942, which is ruin and mischief. So we already did that circle. I think I had one more number written. And that was 1961, which also was one of the numbers in the Yehovah. So 1961. But I had did this part before, and there's one minor detail I noticed not mentioned in 1961. And if it's supposed to be so based on the Yehovah, the Yah, you get it. Everything I just went over. It's supposed to be so connected to this word. There's one thing that's missing that was in most of those definitions. And I will read the whole one before I say what, in my opinion, is missing. Higher. 1961. Ha-ya. Higher. Higher. My tongue don't do that. My tongue and throat don't do that. Pause. A prime root. So comparable, comprehensible, compatible to 1933, I believe. To exist, i.e., be or become, come to pass. So to exist, so that means present, come to pass, like future. And so we're doing some like past, present, future type stuff right here. Always emphatic and not a mere compa. Oh, not a mere copula, copula, or auxiliary. Okay, so it's not a mere auxiliary or